Hello everyone. We're heading into the Advent of Purgatory Rush, the hard version, so the 9 fights in a row, to do an all mission clear. So the missions for this is pretty much no death and 30 total turns. So the team I put together for this, up first is Folka. She is here for support, so she does water imbue, water resist, some healing, ailment resist, and everything. Gear-wise, Vermilion Flag, death immunity. The coat is 100% evade for her. Ravenheart gives her dual cast. Provocation, 100% draw attacks. Barrage, equip sword. Excalibur, because it has dual wield. Renegade, so that we can do extreme Nova chaining. Barstornra, some kind of earth buff to help out Wilhelm. For the vision card, we're going with the Luca card because it has aquatic killer. Mass does give a little bit of mana per turn, but that's there mainly for the defensive stuff for her. And that's about it overall there. Up next is Wilhelm, so he is the leader. Aside from that, he's also the main tank, so we have a lot of resists. So 300 fire, 320 on ice, lightning, water. 190 wind, 320 earth, 270 light, 165 dark. A Blizzard Orb is his death immunity, also gives him a little bit of counter. He is full evade. So, full evasion. He's not full provoke. The killers that matter, 275 bird killer, 200 aquatic killer, 300 human killer, 200 machine killer, 200 dragon killer, 300 limit damage. And that's about it overall for him. Then we have Zahn. So for him, Blizzard Orb, his death immunity. Using the Malfeasy card, this has some bird killer that we can use. So he has 300 bird killer, 200 aquatic killer, 300 human killer, 350 dragon killer, 300 machine killer, 300 limit damage. Ethne. So the Kurosami Cape is her death immunity. So for her, we have 300 on all killers and 300 limit damage. And then we have Fundamental Force. So Blizzard Orb is death immunity there. Cool Smile card, so this gives us 100 bird and machine killer, plus it does do the little LB boost at the first 5 turns for morale limits. But the main focus is LB damage. So only 100 bird killer from the card, 330 aquatic killer, 300 human killer, 275 machine killer, 300 dragon killer, and 300 limit damage. And then we're going to take in a EX3 fundamental. So this one has the cape for death immunity. And let's see, killers that matter, 125 bird killer, 275 aquatic killer, 300 human, 200 machine, 300 dragon, 300 limit damage there. Alright, let's jump into this. Alright, so the friend, we're going to fire and be the team, do human killer, and then we can veil whatever. So for Zahn, Fatal Mirror on the fundamental to steal the 200 human killer. We're going to use an enervating for the big breaks. And project the human killer to everybody. For Ethne, to do the field, hope for some stats buffs, and then we will just double determination. Folka is going to True Blade to Extreme Nova Chain. My fundamental will limit, and Wilhelm will limit. So Ethne will let 2 casts go off, then hit everybody else. Hopefully we get this in 1 turn. And we do. Alright, Folka this turn. We're going to Flowing and Sobering Waters. The Friend. Lightning Imbue the party. Do Plasma for better self boost. And Hypernova to boost limits. Mine will Plasma, Veil, and Hypernova. For Ethne, do Field, Hope, Rusty Gold, and Strength to Destroy for better defense break. For Zahn, Thick Fog, do Master Dismantler for his Machine Killer, and Deadly Daggers is fine. And then for Wilhelm, we're going to Siege Strategy, Attrition, and Leeching, just to get back some mana. Alright, so my fundamental limit, Friend is going to super, Wilhelm's going to limit. For Zahn, we're going to project and just double bolting. For Ethne, we'll regular limits. Folka, we're just going to double water. So Zahn, Folka will go first, then Ethne, then everybody else. Alright, so for the Siren, Wilhelm, gonna start out with Siege, Attrition, Bar-Ero, Folka, we'll do Sobering Waters, and Water and Imbue for the party. Zahn will do the Killer on himself. For Ethne, we'll do Murky Blue. Hope for stat buffs. Field. And just Strength. Fundamental. Mine. Do Hypernova, Veil, and Bolting. While the friend is going to Hypernova, Horizon, and Bolting. Alright, Folk is going to go first here just to deal with the Mirage. So we're going to have her Barrage. It's going to guarantee kill the Mirage. Zahn, we're going to project, so we're only doing a 200 killer, but still, 200 is not bad. And then we'll just double bolting. Wilhelm gets to limit. Ethne is actually just going to Void Eruption. So we're going to save the super for now. My fundamental can super, and the friend can regular limits. Alright, so Zahn can start his. Get everybody else in. Alright, first thing here, Foka is actually going to do her limit to cure. For Wilhelm, Siege Attrition, and we're going to do Blazing Spear. For Ethne, Field Hope, Bloody Red, and Strength for slightly better defense break. My fundamental, Inferno, Hypernova, and Human Killer. And then for the friend, we're going to Fire and Imbue the party. Veil and Hypernova. And then for Zahn, so we're going to Fatal on mine to steal the Human Killer, well, the better version. We can Deadly Daggers and Project. Alright, Folk is going to go first, just to make sure we top off Wilhelm before he dies. So she's just going to double heal. Zahn, we're going to save his super. So Zahn is just going to triple bolting. Ethne can super. My fundamental can limit, friend can super, and Wilhelm can limit. So we get them chained up, he should die. Alright, for this one, once Folk is done, so we're going to have her just put up our blockers. So Flowing and Sobering Waters. The friend, we're going to Lightning and Be of the Party. Veil and Hypernova. For Ethne, Rusty Gold, Field, Hope, and Strength. For Wilhelm, Siege, Attrition, and Leeching. Zahn will super, while my Fundamental does regular limits. Okay, we managed to go below 70, so we hit the threshold, don't get dispelled. Alright, Zahn. So we're going to Thick Fog, Master Dismantler, and project that. Ethne is going to Void Eruption. My Fundamental does super, Friend does regular, Wilhelm does his limits, and Foka can just do True Bioga, add in at the end there. Alright, Foka. So we're going to Sobering Waters and Deep Circle for Water Resist. Wilhelm, Siege, Attrition, and Leeching. Ethne, Murky Blue, Hope, Field, and Strength. My Fundamental, Hypernova, Dragon Killer, and a Bolting. While the other one is going to Hypernova, Veil, and Bolting. We'll let them go. And then for Zahn, so we're going to Fatal on mine to steal the slightly better Dragon Killer. Deadly Daggers, and project the better killer to everybody. Alright, Folka. We're going to double cast. So we're going to Water and View everybody. And Barstonra. Wilhelm. We're going to Safeguard. leeching, and transfusion. Zahn's going to limit. Ethne will super. My fundamental will limit, and the friend will super. So there's the health lock. So focus berserk. Alright, Zahn. We're going to thick fog and double bolting. Wilhelm will limit. Ethne will void eruption. And the fundamentals will triple bolting. And this should finish him off. Alright, now for these fights, we're kind of stuck waiting out their defensive buffs. Alright, Wilhelm. Siege, attrition, and fire. Let's see, fundamental, inferno, and double bolting. And that's going to be both of them. For Ethne, field, bloody, and then we'll strength and determination. Get the slightly better breaks in there. For Folka, we're just gonna flowing and sobering. For Zahn, so we're going to elemental on Ethne, steal the fire and view, and double bolting. And let them all go. Alright, Folka. We're just gonna kind of give back mana, so Deep Circle and Water Screen. Plus that's a little heal. For Wilhelm, we need to Safeguard, Blazing Spear, and Leeching Lance. For Zahn, Thick Fog, Deadly Daggers, and Mirror the Chain with Wilhelm. And then the back, we're just going to bolting. We're not really going to do damage. Seeing the boss is buffed. Alright, Folka can guard. She's really got nothing to do this turn. Wilhelm needs to limit to refresh his Magnus. Ethne is going to avoid eruption just to chain with him. Not that it really matters. Everybody else is just going to triple bolting. Alright, now we can get ready to kill. Alright, Wilhelm. Safeguard. Blazing Spear. And just bolting to make chaining easier. For Ethne. So we'll do Field. Field, Hope, Bloody Red, and Strength. My Fundamental. Do Hypernova. And then we're going to do Regular Limits and Regular Spectrum. And the friend is going to do the same thing. So Hypernova. And regular limit and regular spectrum. And for Zahn, so he's going to do his machine killer. We're going to elemental on Ethne and project all that. Folka. We're just going to do flowing and sobering. Alright, Wilhelm, we're going to do overdrive number 1, seeing we get 3 total. Folka, we're just going to double heal. That way Wilhelm is topped off. And then Wilhelm is going to limit burst. And everybody else is going to super. And this should kill it. Alright, with this one, it's pretty much the same thing. We gotta wait until the defensive buffs drop to be able to kill it. So, Wilhelm. Siege, Attrition, and Shocking Spear. Folka. Blowing and Sobering. For Ethne. Rusty Gold, Field, Hope for Oblivion, and then Strength to Destroy. My Fundamental. Veil, Hypernova, and Plasma Storm. And the friend will Lightning imbue the party. Plasma, and Hypernova. And then for Zahn, we We can Deadly Daggers, Thick Fog, and do his Machine Killer. Alright, Folka, we're just going to do our Earth buff. Our Stonra, help out Wilhelm. Wilhelm. A Fire. For Thunder. And Safeguard. And everybody else is just going to bolting. Not going to be doing much damage till the buffs drop, but we'll chip away a tiny bit. Yeah, about a pixel off that health bar. Alright, for Ethne, we're going to Field just to re-imperil the boss, seeing he cured himself. Strength and Double Determination. Fundamentals are just going to triple bolting. For Zahn, we'll triple Mira. So that's quick. Wilhelm will Leeching. Just get back some mana. And Folka will help with mana too. So we will Deep Circle and Water Screen. So about 2 more pixels off the health bar. So now we can finally set up to actually do damage. Alright, Wilhelm. We're going to do his regular Limitless. We're going to use his 150 charge boost. And then we'll just Leeching for mana. For Zahn, we can Fatal himself. Project the buff and just bolting. For Ethne, we're going to do her regular Limitless. And just triple bolting. For Fundamental. So we're going to leave Limitless Plus, but we're going to Spectrum Plus. And double bolting. And that's going to be for both of them. So Spectrum Plus and double bolting. Folka really doesn't have anything to do. She's got a free turn. We'll just guard her. Alright, Folka. We'll just have her heal twice. Just make sure everybody is 100% health going into the next one. Wilhelm will use overdrive number 2. Alright, Wilhelm does limits. Everybody else is going to do super. And we should get this dead. Alright, final fight. So again, we're wasting like 5 turns just dealing with the mitigation before we can do anything real. Alright, Wilhelm. Siege, Attrition, and Barbliz. For Ethne, Field, Strength, and Double Determination. My Fundamental. We're going to Glacial, Veil, and Bolting. The Friend, Glacial, Horizon, and Bolting. Zahn can do a regular limit. And then for Folka, we're going to Flowing and Sobering. So, can't really do damage till we break the barrier, which is going to take us 5 turns. Alright, Folka. Deep Circle for Water Resist, and Water Screen to help with mana. Wilhelm. We need to Safeguard and Double Leeching. Zahn will match him, so we will Thick Fog and Double Mirror. For Ethne, we will Murky for a better water boost for herself and triple bolting. And both fundamentals with just triple bolting, they're still ice imbued. Alright, this turn, Folka is going to do the Killer from the card on Zahn. Zahn's going to limit, and Wilhelm's going to limit because I got to refresh the Magnus. For Ethne, we're going to Strength and then triple Determination. And Fundamentals are just going to triple bolting to do our ice damage again. Still not doing that much damage yet. We still got to break that barrier. Alright, Folka. We can double flood. Wilhelm will just triple leech. Razan. Just deadly daggers. And double Mira. For Ethne. Field refresh and triple on bolting. And both fundamentals are just going to triple bolting to do the ice damage again. Alright, so we got the mitigation down, and for our effort, we just got dispelled. Alright, Wilhelm. So we need to safeguard. We're going to limit plus and Barbliz. For Ethne. So we'll do Murky Blue. Hope for Oblivion. And just double bolting. My fundamental. Hypernova, the Limit Plus, and bolting. And the friends, we're going to Hypernova, Veil, and a Limit Plus. Folka, just going to put up blockers again. So Flowing and Sobering. And for Zahn, so we're going to use the other Enervating for the good breaks. We need to Fatal himself, that way he still keeps his aquatic killer. And we're going to give that killer to the rest of the party. Alright, Wilhelm, we're going to use our last overdrive. For Folka, we're going to Water and Pew the party, and then just Deep Circle for Water Resist. Wilhelm is going to limit. Fundamentals are going to super. For Ethne, so we're going to limit plus. Devastation for devastation, and just double determination. And Zahn is just going to triple on bolting. So we hit our health lock, nice and easy. So the only thing we lost was the water resist buff. We still have all the other buffs. So Ethne is going to super. Zahn is going to super. Wilhelm is just going to triple bolting. And both fundamentals are going to triple bolting. And Folka will Bioga Blade once she's ready. That just kind of helps chaining. We hit her last. So start up everybody, and we should finish it off. There we go. So we have one extra turn. So that was 29 out of our 30 turns. Take a look at damage. So, Friend did a little bit more than mine. It was EX3 as well. But Ethne and Wilhelm, being the tanks, still did a lot of damage. Folka was there purely for support, water, and everything. But that is all missions. So we're going to end this video here. Hope everybody enjoyed.